Hey VC, Jeff, back for another weekly spins video. If you can just get it done tonight. Yeah, so this is going to be an all killer, no filler one. I don't think there's any like new to me stuff on this one. This was all revisits. Got a bunch of stuff on order, so probably next video you'll see a lot of kind of new, at least new to me stuff. I can't remember. A couple of them are new. Okay. Anyway, jumping in. This is Stone Cold Classic. If you don't know it, you should check it out. Spend the night. Spend the night? Yeah, Spend the Night with the Trash Women. This is one I bought years ago. It's been out of print for years. Estrus Records. Garagey driving. Kind of Link Ray garagey kind of stuff. Highly recommend it. That's a 5 all day long. It's just about a perfect album there. Not necessarily one of their best reads, but this is still damn good. Ramones, Subterranean Journals, the one with this one's I Need Your Love, Outsider, Psychotherapy's the big one. Time Has Come Today, I think it was kind of big. Anyway, yeah, it's still pretty damn good. 4.5 stars. In same kind of vein, another one highly recommend, Fadeaways from Japan, Teenage Hitzel, pop punk by way of garage. Highly recommend. They're fun guys. 4.5. Really good comp if you see it. So Relative Distance, compilation New York garage bands, exactly what it sounds like. This is a damn good one. I was listening to a lot of Nuggets and stuff this week, so this is probably better than a lot of the Nugget comps. So if you see this one, worth picking up. Go out of your way to get it. Depends on the person, I guess. But that's a 4.5. Excellent one. Spencer Davis, I'm a Man, kind of in the same vein as what I just showed. Of course, I'm a Man's on here. Excellent, kind of like a garagey rock. I guess that's like pre-psych or something. Nuggets, Volume 11, Pop, starts out with Grassroots, Let's Live for Today. It's probably the biggest one on here. It's got some blues Magoos on here, Blues Project, Fever Tree, Sunshine, The Company, Magicians, Lee Michaels. So, yep, excellent as always. Not, that New England one I think was a little better comp overall. Stone Cold Classic. That's a 5 all day long. Don't need to talk about that. Not the original cover, but still kind of a cool cover. Sonny Rollins, Tenor Madness. I think this was a Japanese copy. Anyway, it's still in the shrink. Pretty clean copy I found in Japan. Might be a Japanese copy. But it's one of Sonny Rollins' better ones. Yeah, 4.5 all day long. Arguably the best by Ryo Fukui, Mellow Dream. This is an actual Japanese pressing. There are some much cheaper, I think US or UK pressings. These ones, when they were new, they were like 40, 50 bucks. That's. I really like his version of Autumn Leaves, which is on the album that you always see on everyone shows, like the red one. This is probably his best studio album. It's pretty solid 4, I'd say. So Piano Jazz, Hall & Oates, bigger than both of us. This was kind of like, I was like, do I purge it, do I not? But this is actually legit good. So I know even Vinyl Ridge shows this one every once in a while. That's, I wouldn't go out of my way for it, but if you see it for $1 or whatever, let's pick it up. This next one. This one, I don't know if you'd call it jazz or more experimental. So this is, I forget his name. Yasuaki Kakashi. So this was repressed like a few years ago. This is what that is. I think the originals go for hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands. It's he did a lot of like Japanese TV commercial work and stuff like that. So it's kind of halfway between kind of more experimental jazz and Yellow Magic Orchestra. It kind of falls somewhere in there. Anne Peacock or what's her name? Laurie Anderson. I saw a really good Laurie Anderson exhibition in the Smithsonian or one of the National Galleries in DC. Anyway, yeah, she's doing a lot of art now. Chick Corea, Return Forever, classics, Light as a Feather. I don't even know if these are cheap anymore. They used to be. But highly recommended. That kind of fusion-y, fun, jazzy fusion, whatever. 4.5. I was kind of considering purging this, but I actually enjoyed it a lot more the second time I listened to it. Donny Hathaway, best of, probably a one and done for me. Not my favorite R&B artist, but it's good to have something in the collection. Pretty solid 4 there. Yeah, this is a great album. Probably the only total I'll bother ever picking up. This one's got Africa. Was it Rosanna? Or whatever the other one? Yeah, Rosanna. The whole back. Yeah. So Stone Cold classic. Yeah, it was found at a thrift store. Still in the shrink. Yeah, it's really clean. Happy to have that. So when you talk about it, arguably the last great Sonic Youth album. I don't know. Unless you count like some of the reissues of their earlier work, like Spinhead Sessions. I really like. That's one of my favorites. That was a fairly recent album, but that is a reissue of it's like pre-Daydream Nation stuff. Anyway, this was what, 94-ish? Yeah, 94. Original copy. I think it's like blue vinyl, if that matters. Just clear blue, nothing special. Got a sample in the store too with I think Boredom's open for them. That was a pretty damn good show. But yeah, highly recommend this if you like their kind of earlier stuff, more like Evil and Fusion of Sex. It's in that kind of vein, a little more polished. But yeah, they have is it Bull in the Heather, which I think I have like a 10-inch or something. It's like, sounds like crap though, because it's like silver. It's one of those things. But yeah, it has Kathleen Hanna dancing in the video. It's worth checking out. White Noise, picked this up in Japan, U.S. pressing, pretty clean copy. So happy to have that. Kind of more on the more experimental end of Psych, and the UK album cover is arguably a little more cool. It's got like a thunderstorm on it. It's still kind of a cool cover though. That's 4.5 all day long. Another excellent one, Ceremony, it's People, and the album is Ceremony, Buddha Meet Rock. It's a classic, Japanese psych experimental. It's very similar to the White Noise. Excellent, Washington D.C. area, kind of early emo, Midget Farmer. Actually, no, these guys weren't from around here, were they? They're from Georgia. I'm sorry. I did see them at like one of those old all ages gigs. It was a lot of the like the DC area. They did like all age shows at like the Moose Lodge or whatever. So I'm 99% sure I saw these guys with like Moss Icon and all those guys. But anyway, Midget Farmer, excellent, kind of early emo. Weeblo, these go pretty cheap, so worth checking out if you're into the early emo sound. I don't really care for the later emo sound. This one, I can't remember if this was VCLT from Sean or this is one I picked up myself. It's either way very much in my wheelhouse. Dazzling Killman. I got one of their albums. I think they're one of those bands that kind of shine a little bit better on the 7 inches than the full-length albums. But yeah, excellent noise rock. Skin Graph, so it's got the weird comics and whatever. U.S. Press, first Clash, self-titled. The one with White Riot that didn't quite age as well. It's taking on new meaning. Excellent, underrated album. Lou Reed, Rock and Roll Animal. Don't need to talk too much about this. It's got Heroin, Sweet Jane, White Light, White Heat. Yeah, All Live, excellent album. That's one of those ones you luck into like Goodwill every once in a while. Probably my favorite, Fugazi, Red Medicine. Saw him on this tour. Oh, from this area. Um, that's a 5 all day long. Pretty solid 4. Royal Headache out of Australia. Garage rock punk. My friend's brother, little brother, was in that band. Was on that album. Family is just self-titled. Bandstand, I think is the title. I think. Anyway, yeah, Shaped Like a TV. No, that's kind of cool. Yeah. So it's kind of between psych and prog. Not their best album, but for now I'm gonna keep it in the collection. I want to get there's one that shows up in the VC a lot, so I'll probably pick that one up eventually and purge that. But for now, I'll hold on to that. I know this did come from Sean at some point. Mount Erie, Lost Wisdom. So it's I guess you throw it in with like the slowcore, codeine kind of stuff. Oh yeah, they're on tour, so I'm gonna get I'm gonna get tickets for that later this summer. So codeine should be pretty cool. But yeah, Mount Erie, it's a pretty solid album. So of course I don't every once in a while I get into the mood for that kind of music, so yeah, throw that on. I'm kind of on the fence on this one. This probably will get purged at some point. Frank Black, Teenager of the Year. This is the one's got Ramona, I think. Oh, Headache. No, Ramona's the first one. This is the one with Headache. Yeah, I think Headache was the big standout on this. Most of the other ones are. It's not a bad album. It's just pretty generic. Just not as good as the Pixies. It's definitely not as good as the other album. I don't know. The one that had like it was almost like a Japanese flag, but it's got kind of like the orange and purple or something, like swirly thing going on. Almost like a Japanese nationalistic flag, but it's kind of twisted. I don't know. Psychedelic-ish. Yeah, but not as good. Three and a half on that one. B-52s, this Stone Cold classic. I was thinking about purging this and keeping like the best of, but I think I'm gonna hold on to this and their best of, and I am done. So next week, depending when stuff arrives, because mail seems to be moving slow. I ordered a couple new albums, and I ordered some stuff I've been wanting for a while, so that should be coming. And then if you do check out Sean's page, I know he's got a bunch of stuff on Discogs. I ordered a pretty big stack from him because it's always in my wheelhouse, almost always. So yeah, help him out because I think he needs a new car now, and he's getting rid of his CDs so he doesn't have a CD player anymore. So good opportunity there. Tempted to do a second round, but I got the ones I really wanted anyway. Anyway, take care, guys, and catch you sometime next week.